The light you are using now, have you ever thought, where does it come from? Turning on a switch fills the room with light. Fans start spinning. Mobiles charge. But how is this invisible energy, electricity, actually generated? In today's modern world, we cannot imagine a single moment without electricity. Mobile phones, internet, refrigerators, TVs, everything depends on this one power. Imagine if all the electricity suddenly went out, how much our life will stop. So in today's video, we will know, what is electricity? How is it made? And how it reaches our homes? Let's get started. What does electricity mean? Simply put, electricity is a form of energy that is created from the movement of very small particles. These small particles are called electrons. When these electrons move from one direction to another through a wire, electricity is generated. Think of it simply. Just as water flows through a water pipe, electrons flow through a wire. Now let's talk about two types of electricity. DC, direct current. Here, electrons always move in one direction. For example, electricity from batteries. AC, alternating current. Here, the electrons repeatedly change direction, back and forth. The electricity that comes into our house lines is AC. In short, movement of electrons equals electricity. Move in one direction equals DC. Change direction equals AC. Now we will know how this electricity is actually created. Now the question is, how is electricity actually created? The main basis of electricity production is a scientific principle, which is called electromagnetic induction. Simply put, when a magnet, and a coil, its twisted ring, move relative to each other, electricity is produced in that coil. Now let's see how it works. Suppose a wire is wound round to form a coil. A magnet is brought near it. When the magnet is stationary, nothing happens. But when the magnet is inserted into or removed from the coil, electrons within the coil begin to move. The movement of these electrons is electricity. i.e., movement equals power generation. Now let's talk about the generator. A generator is a device that produces electricity using this concept. A generator contains a large coil, a powerful magnet. When this magnet or coil is rotated by a force, such as water, steam, or air, electrons inside the coil begin to move, and electricity is generated. It's more like, just like when you ride a bicycle, the wheels spin, so the rotation inside the generator creates electricity. In short, magnet plus coil, movement or rotation flow of electrons. And that's what makes electricity. Based on this simple principle, almost all the big power plants in the world produce electricity. Electricity isn't created in just one way. Electricity is produced using a variety of sources around the world. Let's simply understand them one by one. A. Thermal power plant. This is the most common method. Coal, gas, or oil is burned here to generate tremendous heat. In this heat, water is heated and turned into steam in large boilers. This steam rotates the turbine very fast. The turbine turns and drives the generator, and electricity is made from the generator. In short, fuel, heat, steam to turbine to electricity. B. Hydropower. Here, water power is used. Water is stored in large dams. When the water is forced down, its high pressure turns the turbine. The turbine turns and drives. The generator electricity is generated. It is very clean and environment-friendly method. In short, high water to falling down to turbine to electricity. C. Solar power. Here, sunlight is directly converted into electricity. Inside the solar panel, there is a special material, solar cell. which causes electrons to move when exposed to sunlight. Electricity is generated from this movement. No turbine required here. Electricity is generated directly from light. In short, sunlight to solar panel, to electron motion to electricity D. Wind power. Here, wind energy is used. There are big wind turbines, windmill, which starts spinning in the air. Turbine blades rotate. Generator runs. Electricity is generated. The more wind, the more electricity. In short, wind. Turbine rotates to generator to electricity. Last word, the basic idea of all these methods is one, to move the turbine or electron with some force, and electricity is created from that movement. In the next part, we will know how this electricity reaches your home. Now the question is, how does the electricity generated in the power plant reach your home? Let's understand step by step. First, electricity is generated in a power plant. But here's a problem. This electricity cannot be sent directly to our house, because if the distance is long, the electricity is wasted a lot. So what is done? Electricity is first converted into high voltage. This is done through a device called a transformer. Sending power at higher voltages reduces energy wastage, so it is sent over long distances via long transmission lines. Now, when electricity reaches our city or area, then it goes to a substation. There, again, the voltage is reduced. Low voltage is done, because our home appliances cannot withstand such high voltage. Then, electricity reaches your home through small lines. The light turns on when the switch is turned on. Whole process in brief: power plant, transformer, high voltage, transmission line, substation, low voltage to house. Think about it. This whole process is done in seconds. So we easily get electricity at the touch of a switch. In the next part, we will know what are the precautions to be taken while using electricity. Electricity is very important to our lives, but it can be dangerous if we are not careful. So it is very important to follow some important safety rules. Do not touch the switch with wet hands. Never touch electrical appliances with wet hands, because water is a conductor of electricity. It can cause danger by causing electricity to flow through the body. Stay away from open wires. If a wire is frayed or open, don't go near it either. Touching such wires may result in electric shock. Do not use excessive load. Plugging too many devices into one socket can cause an overload and cause a fire. Keep children alert. Keep children away from plugs, sockets, or electrical appliances. Simple rules to remember. Precaution is safety. Electricity is our friend if used properly, but it can be dangerous if careless. So always be safe. Be aware. We will then end the video with a nice conclusion. The demand for electricity will increase in the future world, but relying only on conventional fuels can increase the damage to the environment. So now the world is emphasizing on renewable energy or green energy. What is renewable energy? Green energy. These are forces that come from nature and never end, like sun, wind, water. Solar energy. Electricity can be generated directly from sunlight. The warmer the day, the more sunlight, the more energy available. In the future, having solar panels on the roof of every house will become very common. Wind energy. Wind energy is used to generate electricity. Vashal Wind Farm. Wind farm will increase in the future. Importance of environment. Using conventional fuels, coal, gas, increases pollution, which is harmful to our environment and health. But renewable energy reduces pollution, protects nature, creates a safer world for future generations. Last words. Electricity of the future will be clear, durable, and environment-friendly. তাই আমাদের এখান থেকে রিনিউয়েবল এনার্জি ব্যবহার বাড়াতে হবে, save the environment, save the future. Now in the last part, we will take a brief look at the whole thing. Can we imagine our life without electricity, even for a moment? Think for a moment. If not, no light, no fan, no mobile. Everything will stop. If you like the video, give a like, share with your friends so that they can also know. And don't forget to subscribe our channel to get more such informative videos. Tell us in the comments, which part did you learn the most from? Thanks, and see you in the next video.